Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. And if you're finding this reading not from the original Pick a Card reading, I will link it down below if you would like to go and check and see. But if you're finding this, it's probably because this is your pile. And you're a special one, okay? So yesterday I stopped recording because I felt like I was going to run out of space. Of course, I didn't check my storage before recording, and I didn't want to be rushed. And so I ended up grounding outside and going for my walk as I follow, what my body is telling me to do. And I heard get up and go walk. So I got up and I went out on a walk, and I went a different place than I normally go. I actually went to where a church is at up the road and our community center. This is important because of this reading is all about what spiritual abilities are sleeping with you or waking up, okay? So when I first started the walk, I'm always observing nature and watching my surroundings and just looking to see the things that are left behind by the land, okay? The first thing that I found was this little itty bitty baby pine cone. I don't ever see them that small, so I thought it was just so cute. And the pine cone represents your third eye, okay? So this is psychic sight. It also represents I'm sure you've heard about it in secret societies. They have pine cones everywhere. It represents, seeing with that inner eye. That was the first thing I found. The second thing I found was a lower jawbone of a baby raccoon, okay? And so this represents because it's a bone, ancestral ability to know when to move, how to move. They're very trickster energy, but at the same time they're very ferocious protectors. And so it being a baby to me is representing the fact that this is a new ability, but it's not something that is newly created. This is it's an ancestral ability, okay? This is something very old, and it's already within your bones. It's not something that you really have to go out and learn something new. It's something that's inside your blood and bones, and it cannot be taken from you, but it's something that you're just now starting to have access to, okay? The next thing I found was sad. It was a Eastern, what's it called? Is it striped or no? Eastern ribbon snake. Yeah, an Eastern ribbon snake, which is this yellowish color. Wow, look at that. The butterfly that just flew right in front of me is basically the same color as yellow and black striped across. But it was an Eastern ribbon snake, yellow and black, and it was dead. And it was in the grounds of the church. It was on the church grounds. So I could see that it gotten run over, and somebody had put it up on the church property, so it's not in the road getting run over more. And so now, mind you, I didn't know anything about this until I came home. I had to research what type of, what that type of snake is and what it represents. It's a snake that really loves water and land. So they traverse through water and land. They are very fast movers. They can easily move through things, move through different environments. They like the swamp. They spend a lot of their time on the edges of lakes and stuff like that. And so there's no lake by the church. It was kind of out of its element, I guess you could say, but there is a church not far from my house. A lake not far from my house. A couple houses down. But anyway, that really made me sad. But what I was getting from it is it's laid to rest because it was on hallowed ground, or was on sacred ground. To me, it was it was laid to rest, but it was caught by surprise. It wasn't. The snake is a type of snake that is very aware, okay? So then I found this songbird eggshell. This is I found multiple eggs over the past couple of weeks. I keep running into eggs, and they're all hatched which to me is talking about this new life, this new birth that is opening up within us. So there's something new that has been seeded for a long time that is now available. It has come out of its shell. It has been birthed into the world. Okay? And then after I turned around and I went to go back home, I found this absolutely stunning, beautiful blue jay feather. Okay? Now, blue jays, believe it or not, are corvids. They are in the family of the crow and the raven. And they're actually not blue. Now, that might sound crazy because I'm sitting here holding up a blue feather to you. But you're not actually seeing blue. Okay? It is only the way, see? It's this grayish brownish color. That's the color of the bird. It's not actually blue. What's happening is there is specific pigments that are coming off. Like, there's no blue pigment. There's some type of filaments that create an illusion within your eye, within the way the light reflects off your eye, to see blue. Okay? So this is definitely a significant message, along with the message that I'm trying to give you here prior to even doing this reading. Blue jays are very protective. They bring awareness. They bring speaking your truth and foresight and like coming out with something. Again, most people think that, oh, blue jays are harmless, or they're not, you know. They also eat meats. They're just like a crow or a raven. They do eat seeds and plants and stuff like that, but they also eat meat and other birds' eggs and stuff like that. So the message here, though, okay, was that living authentically and coming out with your authentic abilities and gifts. But this was like this was a messenger feather for me. And there's 7 bars, so that tells me like they're 7 years old. But again, 7 is a divine number as well. Okay, so the biggest thing that I'm telling you all of this for is because after I got back, it was too late for me to finish the reading. I had a personal client I had to do a session with, a healing session with. So I ended up just going to bed after that. So today I woke up and I go to sit under my man tree, or lay under my man tree this morning, as I do every day. And I was looking up what type of snake that was that I saw, because I felt like it had a significant meaning, or, you know, the entire message meant something, and I wanted to see what adding that type of snake is. So I had to find out what type of snake it was, figured it out. I already told you about it. So I kind of got the message there. And then when I got up, when I was done with that, I got up and I went to hug the man tree. And above me, I wish I could show you. Oh my gosh, so freaking cute. Above me is this same snake, the same type of snake, but it was alive. It was alive. It was a ribbon snake. It was an eastern ribbon snake, and it was right above my head. And it was just like looking at me curiously and like waving its head and sticking its tongue out and smelling me. And it was just like, hey, what's up? And so this is what I would consider an omen. An omen is not just when you see an animal in nature, okay? Especially if you live like in anywhere that has, like, in the country like me, which I don't really live in the country. Like there's still like some stores or whatever, but if you have any type of nature around you, you're going to see animals all the time. That's not an omen. I don't want people to think that I saw a bird, that means it's an omen. That's not necessarily the case. When you actually get an omen, you feel it in your bones. It's a very deep understanding and a spiritual sureness. And it comes with a message, okay? It comes with a message. It doesn't just like be like, oh, there it is, and then you look up the spiritual meaning and you think that that's an animal omen. So My point with this is because this is a spiritual ability that is waking up within you, that is asleep. Whether it's waking up within you or it's asleep, it's here, okay? And the crazy part about this is that yesterday, before I did this reading, I was looking into my ancestry and my ancient ancestry, especially like my Icelandic and Scandinavian ancestry. And there is a woman that I'm related to that is called the White Oracle, and she's from, let me see, I think I have the card here. Oh yeah, Watcher of the White Omen. I guess I didn't write down her time or where, interesting, but she would walk along the tidal flats, reading omens, collecting shells, bones, etc. left by the land. And it was a vital practice for her peoples. Like, her omens, her reading the omens of the land and of the animals and of the nature and of the land spirits was a vital practice for her culture, for her community. And so I just found that was interesting because it's kind of what I already do. So I didn't even really think about it that way. But so if you do that, then this is an invitation for you to take it to a deeper level. It's not just a random message, or it's not just whatever. Like, you are meant to be working with the spirits of the land, okay? You're meant to be working with the land spirits. And they are, the fact that I saw that snake alive right above my head as I was in gratitude to my man tree for anchoring me and grounding me and just being with me in presence, was huge, because that snake was dead. And he was dead because he didn't see the car coming. He wasn't paying attention. And so there's things about this message that tell me that you may have had hiccups. You may have had something come in and kind of like distract you or take you off your path or sneak up on you. But that part of you is dead. The part of you that doesn't see it coming is dead, and it has to do with these spiritual abilities that are asleep within you. Because now, as they wake up, you will know. You will know. You're going to have that no matter where you are. Nature is everywhere. So if you're like 2 states away for a time being, guess what? The nature spirits there are going to tell you what's up. Hey, don't go this way. Go that way. Look for this. This is here. Hello, squirrel. He's like, where's my peanuts? It's not time yet. You gotta wait for the crows. So, yeah. So let's start your reading. Oh my gosh. I know that was like a lot. But yeah, that's kind of like, there's always a reason why I get stopped. The past 2 readings that happened with, there was a very significant message that was for the collective. So always trust that. Always trust your instincts and trust your gut with that, okay? So you chose the red-tailed hawk feather, okay? And the red-tailed hawk is a messenger of spirit. They are able to see the patterns from above and still come down and do what they need to do. So this feather here came to me also. It's almost like there's a, you know, every season, every cycle we go through, there's a point of like, oh my gosh, I give up. Like, I almost want to give up because it's not working. And then bam, all of a sudden divine intervention comes in and you're like, oh, well, that's why that happened, you know? And so I feel like that's kind of what happened when I received this feather. So don't give up on whatever it is that message is for. It's for you. If it resonates, don't give up. Trust and read the energy around you, okay? Okay, so you guys chose the honeysuckle. The honeysuckle is also about the path, and it grows in a spiral, and it's like a labyrinth, okay? And it talks about you moving onto the path. Like, if you veer off the path, you can always follow the scent. There's something about smell too. Follow the scent back to the path. So, like with the snake, he veered off path and got ran over. But now there's new life that was born, and now there is a new snake, and he's right where he needs to be in my man tree, which holds a spirit, a very powerful spirit at that. So there's a sense of new birth for sure, okay? New birth for sure. I'm being guided to actually, this pile is going to be a little bit longer. I'm being guided to kind of take my time and not really rush through it. So I want to tell you what this book says for this card. So the totems are lapwing, which I don't even know what that is, peewit, which I also don't know what that is, hummingbirds, which if you were on my live the other day on TikTok, one flew up right in front of my window, and I never see hummingbirds, so that was pretty beautiful. Moths, bees, the labyrinth, and DNA. The deities and guide associated with this is Merlin, the crone or the hermit, archetype, medicine man or woman. Okay, it says seeking hidden secrets, the lantern that lights the path, the need to protect something important, soul discovery, bringing light to the darkness, hidden treasure, illumination, clarity, restoration, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And wow, if that doesn't resonate with everything I just said. Yeah. It has to do with a search for inner knowledge. This flowering vine helps us discern false from true and choose that which is worthwhile. Yeah, see what I'm saying about, like, don't veer off the... Things are going to always try to veer you off your path. It's just, it is what it is. They're tests. They are tests to ourselves to see what exactly it is that we are lacking in our own knowing within ourselves, our own personal strength, and our own ability to stay true to what we are internally. Okay? Things are always going to try to pull us away from that, because that's how we grow that strength, and that's how we understand where we have leaks, where we have little holes, where we have little loops that can hook us. We're meant to seal those, you know what I mean, and become completely whole. This woodbine is an ally. It provides protection and reminds you to stay true to yourself. Although you may find many distractions as you travel your path, this vine symbolizes a focused journey into the self and the soul. It signifies your spiritual journey and encourages you to keep learning, expressing your true nature, and evolving. Honeysuckle may also come to let you know it's time to shine the light for others, so that they too can look into the mysteries and discover the treasure of their inner lives. By offering encouragement and insight, you may bring light to others' darkness and empower them to embark on their own journey. Yeah. Discovery is emphasized. Be willing to learn about and explore your own inner world. See yourself as an archaeologist investigating the layers of your own inner world. There is much hidden treasure to find there. Although you may dig up hidden things that disturb you, you also bring light into the dark hidden places, and light brings the healing. You also reconnect with your own gifts and talents and empower your own expression. Okay, so that may resonate with you, okay? But this is not just some simple old ability, you know, kind of coming back to the surface. This is a very, very significant start to a very deep, worthwhile journey, okay? I'm excited for me. I'm excited for you. This is self-discovery on such a deep level, and it's so intertwined with the world around us, okay? The ancient Norse people believed like in animism, where everything has a spirit. The land has a spirit. The wind has a spirit. The bees, the birds, the rocks have spirits. They all have consciousness. Everything does hold a spirit to it. And when you understand that, and you stop looking at things as inanimate objects, especially in nature, then you can utilize the allies in that realm, in those realms, okay? Because they're here for it. We give off a lot of energy. They are empowered and blessed by us when we are aware of them being conscious and spirits, and vice versa, okay? We gain so much power and guidance and blessings and structure and stability and grounding through nature, spirits. Okay? Like, I don't know what I would do. I would be so devastatingly lost. And I have gone off the path of that. I have veered off the path of my routines and me connecting with my land spirits and nature and my trees and all of the things. And I get sick. I end up overgiving. I end up putting other people first. And then I end up paying for it. But that's a lesson, okay? That's a lesson that I needed to learn, to choose what is natural to me and what feels best to me first before doing anything else. And that is the balance that I have created. What was that? Within myself recently to lead to this, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. So for question number 1, oh yeah, and you chose Ingwas. This is the seed. This is the masculine, I don't want to say seed, the seed word, like it's the seed, you know what I mean, that they have, that they extract. So this is life force energy in a very potent extent, but being held. It's being held until it's ready to be bloomed, okay? So this seed has been within you this whole time, and I do believe it is ready to be birthed here, okay? All right, so the first question is sensations you may not have noticed yet. Sorry, candle. I'm sorry, fire element. We have Suna, the goddess of the sun. Wow. Warmth, heat, life, and energy. These are the sensations within you that are connected to this abilities. These abilities are this deep warmth within you, traveling up your spine possibly, or maybe you could be taken for granted the sun on your face. This is joy. This is bringing light to the world. This is routine. Okay, so sensations that you may not have noticed yet is the fire, the sunlight, the golden rays that are shining from within you. They are lighting up from within you. When we step into our purpose, it's almost nearly impossible to not shine with gratitude and like so much joy, and like I can't express the feeling really, especially when you get omens that are like such a positive omen of, okay, you saw the dead snake, now here's a live one that is curious, that is wants to see you, that is saying hi. Like the gratitude and awe and like the feeling of honor to have such a gift and to have such a divine message is going to light up your energetic field and shine out from your pores, basically. Okay, and it's going to be utilized for humanity, to shine it out to other people's darkness, to help encourage them to shine the light in their lives, people that are lost, that can't see the way. You are the light. The goddess of the sun is here for you. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay, card number 2 is, what is the runic resonance around you right now? Shut the front door. You can't make it up. You got right though. This is the rune of journey, of travel, of being so in tune with what your higher self is guiding you to do, that you're always at the right place at the right time. Just like with me seeing that snake. Follow your guidance from inside of yourself. Okay? It says journey, adventure, curiosity, and nobility. Yeah. Like you taking this journey for noble intentions, okay? For intentions of helping others, for intentions of journeying into your own winding path of wanting to see where this is going to take you. This is you wanting to take the journey of this spiritual quest. And if you're here now, you're obviously on that journey, or you want to be reading this, you want to be tuning into this reading about what spiritual gifts are sleeping or waking up within you. I have to take a breath because the energy is so vibrant and it's just a lot. So you see like this blue, like she's headed out and she doesn't really know exactly where she's going to end up, but she doesn't care. She's going to go with where her essence, like either this is land spirits, this could be your ancestors, whatever this is guiding her. And look, it's guiding her to a person. I've never noticed that person up there. This journey is to find another aspect of yourself or something deeper within you that's been waiting. Look at that. That's like ancient ancestry waiting for you. They've been waiting. And you're finally ready to go out and do it. I love the energy. Wow. So this is already around you. This is already around you. You already feel this. If you don't, this is probably not your reading, okay? If you don't feel this, this is probably not your reading, okay? I heard the airplane. Okay. So for the third question is, what is happening on a spiritual level? Wow. You got the 3 of fire with Venus. Wow. Like, what do I say? You have the mother coming through. This is magnetism. This is attraction. This is beauty. And this is not just beauty and love like how people think. She's saying to read it. Okay. Venus is much more than that. Just so you know. If you don't know. Okay. Whoops. The goddess Venus is almost universally equated with love and romance, beauty and pleasure. She also governs creativity, talents of all sorts, and arts. As an astrological player, Venus is true to her image and certainly represents love, partnerships, and marriage. Those, however, are just one fact of Venus's energy. At her most basic, she represents attraction, both what we are attracted to and what we attract to ourselves. Looking at this idea in terms of the law of attraction, we draw towards us and are drawn toward what we value and what we desire. The 3 of fire denotes the energy of attraction, whether it to another person, to an ideal, or to an item. We can see by this card and those surrounding it how the attraction itself affects the situation. In addition, the nature of the thing desired or valued may be revealed. So, wow. So on a spiritual level, your higher self or your soul or your whatever this is that's helping you awaken this within you, this other aspect of yourself, is fully in this energy of Venus. How amazing is that? Because, like, hell yeah, this is definitely my pile. I claim it. Y'all should claim it too. Okay, how are these spiritual influences manifesting in your life? Get out. The 9 of Cups, y'all. The 9 of Mother effing Cups. Oh, just your wish fulfillment. Just anything and everything you want. All your wishes. Again, what you desire. It's literally, okay. You don't really hardly ever see the as above card legit with zero distractions or zero influences or zero what is the word, obstacles, I guess you could say, or influences affecting how it manifests in the 3D, because this means that your soul and your conscious self in this 3D realm and this earth are completely aligned. The 9 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. It is joy. It is a feeling accomplished. Look at these water nymphs that are just like, yay. Okay, you have family around you. You have friends around you. They're celebrating you. It's manifesting by joyous occasions and literally granting your wishes. Wow. This is a lucky pile for sure. Lucky pile. Not lucky though, because it's something that you, I mean, it's not, maybe it is natural, but material, emotional, and physical well-being. So basically, you're just going to be at peace and happy and joyful. And what more could you ask for, really? You know? What more could we ask for? Okay. What animal totems are supporting this gift awakening? Interesting. We have the wolf here with the Razaz. So, this is divinely protected. Okay? This wolf here, you fuck around and find out, because he ain't playing about you. This wolf spirit that I'm connecting to right now. These roses, he is direly protective over the beautiful blooming of you. He's so protective over your flowering. Okay, and these roses have thorns, and he will make sure somebody gets those thorns before they crush those petals. Something so delicate and beautiful and sentient, and it smells amazing. The senses are just, it's soft on your face. It's something that is worthy of protecting. Okay? The wolf doesn't wait for something to come in here and knock something down. It's going to take the fight to the other person. And look at the fire that he also holds, the power of the full moon. The full moon at its peak is a huge culmination of energy. So this wolf is very, very powerful, okay? And this is also the rune of Thor. So you got Thor's back as well, okay? So Thor don't play about you, and this wolf spirit don't play about you. And the plant kingdom as well itself doesn't play about you. This gift is divinely protected. Because why? Because it's here to help assist humanity. It's here to help bring that way of seeing back into reality, back into the world that we are creating now. There is something with the throat chakra, and I feel like that's significant also with this blue jay feather. And interesting how I chose the blue candle, and today's color is blue. So there's something about that. Okay. The next one is, what spirits, ancestors, or deities are assisting with this passing down gifts down? So let's see. Oh my gosh, look. Flames of wisdom with the crone. Didn't we say something about the crone or something like that? I could have sworn that was part of something. I can't remember. You have the owl spirit here as well. I am open to all life's wisdom and share it with gratitude. There's runes here. This is a shaman. She's a shamanic healer. She's just a shaman in general. And look at the full moon. She works with fire as well. And coal, which is tree. There's a cauldron here that is carrying so much power here. And look, she's a spirit. You see how she's wisping? She's a spirit. So you have an ancestor here that mastered the ability to communicate with birds, with nature, with fire, with the elements, like with all of life's wisdom. And she shared it. She's sharing it with you with gratitude. She's passing this down. This is also eagle feathers as well right here. I'm getting those are eagle feathers, not owl feathers. Okay, I'm going to read a little part of this one, okay? This Flames of Wisdom. The wise woman comes into your life to remind you that there is still much to be learned. She asks you to turn to the ancient ones for wisdom. The trees, the earth, grandparents, and those who have spent lifetimes absorbing knowledge on the earth plane. Their experiences can give you greater insight into your life. So yeah, the abilities are that you're going to be able to channel the ancient ones, okay, and learn from them. And I feel like it's from you channeling the omens of nature and you communicating with higher higher beings or higher consciousness within the trees, within the plants, within all of life around you. Okay, this is what you're meant to be doing, and you're meant to share that wisdom that they give you with everyone else. Okay, so there is things for you to learn here. You have Archangel Gabriel, number 22. I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life. Interesting. And she has these, I forgot what they're called, but we have some of those in our yard. And another full moon. You are meant to be moving with the cycles of the earth as well, okay? You could have gray or blue eyes. You could have blonde hair. So you have ancient earth energy here showing up for you, and angelic, okay? Even if it doesn't matter what your beliefs are, angels aren't associated with a specific type of religion. They are ancient primordial energies that have been utilized for many thousands of years across many different cultures. They just maybe see them or sense them as something different sometimes. Okay, and we have earth elemental. Like, wow, you literally can't make it up. And look, the tree has a face. Okay, and this is interesting with her hair on the tree, because I have a little bitty sprout. Well, it's not little bitty. She's pretty decent size now. Her name is Morgana, but she is up underneath my man tree where I lay. She's like right next to my head. And she always has a strand of my hair on her. I don't know how, through the wind and the rain and the animals and all the things, it stays there. But there's always a strand of my hair on Morgana, and all intertwined into where I lay. Yeah, wow. I gratefully accept the abundance the earth bestows upon me. You guys, the earth is literally the earth herself, and the elementals of the earth, all of the nature spirits and the land spirits are here to help bring this awakening of this gift within you. You are so guided by the nature realm and the nature spirits, it's not even funny. And if you do have a sacred space like I do in my grove, where I am more protected, even though it's outside in the middle of my yard, I am more protected in that grove than I am in my house. There is something about you connecting your energetic roots, and it's intertwined in the land itself and with the trees. And there is a higher spirit inside the trees that you are sitting with, that are ready now to communicate with you. Mediumship wise, doing shamanic journeys, traveling, doing like going into trance, just feeling. They really want you to look at her eyes are closed, and she is feeling into the land. Those are feelers. She is anchoring her energy. If you have a place that you go to on a regular basis, your energy is intertwined within this space, and it is now a part of you. You are absolutely intertwined with this sacred land. Okay? Like, wow, I don't even know what to say. Look at that. There's a little bitty something. What are you, little guy? Hello. It's a little bitty ant. All life has something to say, okay? I don't know how he got on there, but I love that earth elemental comes out, and there's now a little bitty ant on my card of the earth elemental. All of life. Sometimes I look down and I see my hair intertwined, and there's ants crawling up and through around my hair, and they're doing their work, and there's a whole entire world in there when I look closely at the soil, at the land that I'm laying on. And they all accommodate me. So this could resonate with you, okay? Pay attention to all life, not just the big, strong messages or the big, powerful things. Like, every little bitty thing has spirit. Like this little ant is here to show you. The earth elementals are so strong for you. Pile number 3. Okay? All right, little guy. I'm going to put you over here so you can go where you want to go. And they understand you. They will listen if you ask them to move. Okay? So the next thing is what signs, symbols, or omens to look out for. Let's get some charms. Might want to turn the volume down for a second. It might be a little bit loud. Okay. What signs, symbols, or omens to look out for pile number 3. Holy snaps. Okay. We got quite a bit coming out here. So butterflies are very significant. Look at that. It's a fairy. It's a butterfly fairy too. So this is like a insect elemental fairy. You can't make it up, y'all. Wow. So definitely look out for those because you can see them. You have the ability to see them. Wow, that's interesting. We have Mother Mary here showing up. Mother Mary. So the Divine Mother. You have the stars. So pay attention to the stars because they're winking at you. You're a very ancient soul. Okay? You're a very ancient soul. Your soul holds many, many, many layers of consciousness. We have light bulbs. Pay attention to your light bulbs flickering on and off or getting brighter out of nowhere, bringing you ideas. We have scissors. So they're sending you ideas on what to release and to remove and to trim. We also have a piece of turquoise here. So they might want you to work with turquoise, which is very, 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 again, look. So you could have like a turquoise ring or you could see turquoise ring on somebody. That's a sign. Okay, we have a butterfly. Butterflies are very significant. They came through at the beginning of this reading. And we have a bird in a cage. I heard songbird. Pay attention to birds, okay? I think that this is the only bird charm that I have in my charm bag. So this is probably just representing birds in general, especially with the blue jay bird. So you could have a connection to owls, cardinals, blue jays, crows, all of those things, okay? All right, let's get your advice on what advice is needed to awaken these gifts. Look, there's a wolf spirit, and look, there is more fairy energy, and there's feathers. You're going to receive feathers. Look at the full moon again. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have Venus here. 4 of these cards out of different decks have full moons, okay? It's significant. The wolf spirit. And look, there's a little angel baby. Aw, my condolences if anybody has ever lost a child. Also, though, an earth angel is what I'm hearing. A nurturing heart, mother. I am a protective spirit and reach out to all life with love and compassion. Okay, so this is your advice on what needs to happen here. So there's a sense of you also being protective here with this wolf spirit, but at the same time, you have love and compassion for all of life, which is permeating everything, okay? Just like that little ant, okay? They want you to reach out. I just saw a little bumblebee on my little vine over here. They want you to reach out to all of life, okay? And give compassion and love. That does not mean don't have boundaries. It just means that you reach out with love and compassion. But stay strong in your boundaries, and you don't have to let people have access, but you can still give love and compassion to all life, okay? That's your advice there. Oh, wow. And then we have transformation. And look, another fae being here, but it's a draconic. So you have draconic lineage. And look, there's the owl again. Another owl. And this is a deep, cavernous. Okay, there's also a staff here which is interesting because before I could start this reading, I had to reactivate my staff, okay? And I felt like I needed to, and like I said, reactivate it, reduce it, I guess you could say, before I could start the reading, which is very odd, okay? So you have ties to like ancient shamanic lineages. You could resonate with, you know, the vulva, okay? Yeah, just shamanic energy, being willing to go into those dark places within ourselves. It says, I journey within to meet my higher self and to find true happiness, because it's within us. It's not outside of us. So you have dragon energy. You have draconic energy as well. You have angelic energy. You have draconic energy. You have fae energy. You definitely have earth elemental energy. You have a lot of high, I don't know, this energy is so beautiful to me. I don't know what else to say. Let's just get a few more cards here and see if there's anything else we need to know about your advice on what does this look like? What does this look like in real life on how they can, on advice on what's needed to awaken these abilities. Is there anything that needs to be done in the 3D? Like, what advice do you have on anything that may be needing to focus on here for my pile number 3s? Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. Short Wicca. This is a lot of air elementals here. To the point where maybe you feel like you know so much, like you wanted to learn a lot of different things, and like maybe you feel drawn to a lot of different modalities or a lot of different like sectors of knowledge or wisdom. Yeah, with the Queen of Swords here. Tell me more about this 8 of Swords for pile number 3. I don't know if they're saying to not to go into the body and not try to externalize the learning, but let me just see. Tell me more about this 8 of Swords for their advice. Whoops. The 2 of Pentacles. They want you to balance. They want you to balance. Yeah. Okay. They want you to balance your life when it comes to overworking your mind and being in nature and foraging and seeing what's around you. What is the land providing with you? So they want you to balance the two. Don't get too bogged down by like the specifics of learning where, you know, your ancestry is or whatever. They want you to learn, but don't get so overwhelmed where you're just learning and learning and learning and you're not embodying it, like you're not integrating it. She's cooking. It needs to be, the pieces need to be put together and mixed together and then cooked and eaten. So doing that is going to be taking what you learn and actually putting it into practice. Maybe you guys have learned enough for right now and you just need to go out and do it, okay? You just need to go out and do it. And you have elementals here working with you, earth elementals here with this gnome, okay? And I feel like you're meant to share these findings with the world. Like, it looks like she's teaching, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's asking questions and she's like, well, yes, of course, this grows like this and this is what it's good for, da da da. So yeah, that's what I have for you, pile number 3. This was so beautiful. I love you so much. If you guys found this without originally finding the first pick a card reading, then I will comment it down below in the comment section and pin it so that way you can go there if you want to watch the other piles as well. I hope this did help you and resonate with you, and I hope that you are absolutely in awe and joyous and just so much in gratitude for you being able to have access to this path. This is not something that everyone is able to do, okay? So go be with nature, okay? And allow yourself to give to nature, but allow yourself to receive back all of the blessings that they have for you, because they do have so much knowledge, wisdom, and blessings for you. All right, bye. Love you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my readings. Love you. See you next time.